Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. CM Punk will headline WrestleMania for the first time when he faces Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins on April 19. Previewing the two-night event, WWE Hall of Famer Eric Bischoff explained why the triple threat does not feel like a show-closing match. The build-up to the bout has largely revolved around Paul Heyman. Reigns Weissman will represent CM Punk in return for the Best in the World, helping the Tribal Chief at Survivor Series or Games 2024. In a new twist, Rollins also feels Heyman owes him a favor after he pulled out of hitting the former ECW owner with a curb stomp on the latest edition of RAW. Bischoff said on his 83 Weeks podcast that Punk vs. Reigns vs. Rollins does not have enough stakes and should not headline the show of shows this year. Bischoff also addressed whether Heyman could betray CM Punk and Reigns to form a new alliance with Rollins. In the 1990s, Eric Bischoff played a key role in WCW's television ratings success over WWE. He later worked for TNA and WWE in on-screen and off-screen roles. While the 69-year-old is not against the idea of the triple threat match, he thinks the bout lacks meaning without a major title being on the line. In the same episode, Bischoff explained why only one person makes sense as Randy Orton's WrestleMania 41 opponent. For years, CM Punk has been one of the most polarizing figures in professional wrestling. His return to WWE after nearly a decade of absence shook the wrestling world and ignited speculation about dream matches and potential WrestleMania main events. However, not everyone is convinced that Punk deserves to headline WrestleMania 41. One WWE legend in particular has gone on record expressing why he believes the Best in the World shouldn't be the final name on the marquee. In this article, we'll unpack the controversial opinion, examine the factors surrounding Punk's return, and explore whether the legend's view holds weight, or if it's just another chapter in the ongoing CM Punk saga. The voice of the voiceless returns. When CM Punk shockingly returned to WWE at Survivor Series 2023, the roof nearly blew off the Allstate Arena. Fans who once thought they'd never hear cult of personality in a WWE arena again were left in disbelief. Punk's return was a statement, one that said, "I still matter," and WWE agreed. In the months that followed, Punk re-established himself as a main event level performer. From verbal wars with Seth Rollins to speculation of a potential match with Roman Reigns or even Stone Cold Steve Austin, the buzz around Punk was deafening. WWE fans were ready for his WrestleMania moment. But should that moment be the main event of WrestleMania 41? A legend speaks. Punk doesn't deserve it. Enter Booker T. WWE Hall of Famer, six-time world champion, and longtime commentator. Never one to mince words, Booker T offered his candid opinion on his podcast, Hall of Fame with Booker T. "Look, I respect Punk. He's done a lot for the business, but main eventing WrestleMania 41? I don't think so. You don't just walk back in after 10 years and take the top spot from guys who've been carrying this place on their backs." This wasn't a typical old school versus new school gripe. Booker's point had depth. The idea that WrestleMania is not just a show. It's a reward, a culmination of an entire year of storytelling and sacrifice. And that raises a serious question. Has Punk done enough in his return run to justify the biggest spotlight in sports entertainment? The case against CM Punk. Let's break down the argument, point by point. 1. Limited in-ring time since return. CM Punk's WWE comeback was full of hype, but his actual in-ring work has been limited. A few televised matches and a handful of house show appearances don't equate to building toward a WrestleMania main event. Compare that to someone like Cody Rhodes, who's wrestled nearly every week, built compelling rivalries, and become a fan favorite. In 2024, the main event of WrestleMania demands more than name recognition. It requires momentum. And right now, Punk's is shaky at best, especially considering his triceps injury that sidelined him for much of the build-up to WrestleMania 40. 2. Injury history. CM Punk's body has been through wars. After years of MMA training, aging, and a series of injuries in AEW and now WWE, he's no longer the workhorse he once was. WrestleMania main events aren't just about storytelling. They're about delivering incredible matches on the grandest stage. Can Punk still go at that level? That's a gamble WWE may not want to take when they have workhorses like Seth Rollins, Gunther, and even Cody Rhodes, who have consistently delivered top-tier matches. 3. Backstage drama. Whether in WWE or AEW, CM Punk has a reputation for clashing with others backstage. The brawl-out incident in AEW, his controversial interviews, and reports of heat with current WWE talent raise concerns about his reliability. WWE's locker room has been surprisingly stable under Triple H's creative vision, and there's no appetite for disruptions at the biggest show of the year. Putting Punk in the main event slot means trusting him to stay focused, cooperative, and professional under the highest pressure. For some veterans like Booker T, that's too big a risk. 4. He walked out. Let's not forget, CM Punk walked out on WWE in 2014. While many fans cheered his rebellion, others, including wrestlers, saw it as abandonment. Booker T echoed that sentiment. There were guys who wanted that spot. Punk had it and left. Now you come back and you think it's yours again? Nah. That's not how this business works. Respect is currency in the wrestling world. And to some veterans, Punk hasn't earned enough back to headline wrestling's Super Bowl. The case for CM Punk. To be fair, not everyone agrees with Booker T. Punk's fans are loyal to the core. He's still one of the most talked about superstars in the industry. Every promo goes viral. Every appearance is a ratings bump. From a business standpoint, Punk draws, and that alone could justify a main event push. 1. Redemption arc. There's something poetic about Punk headlining WrestleMania after everything. The walkout, the lawsuits, the years in the wilderness. His return story is tailor-made for the spotlight. If WWE is interested in real, emotional storytelling, there's no better ending than Punk finally getting that WrestleMania main event he never had. 2. He is the buzz. From trending on Twitter to selling out merchandise, Punk has injected a shot of adrenaline into WWE programming. His mere presence turns B-level segments into must-see TV. At the end of the day, WWE is in the entertainment business, and Punk is box office. 3. Dream matches await. WrestleMania thrives on spectacle. Punk versus Seth Rollins. Punk versus Roman Reigns. Punk versus Steve Austin. These are dream matches that headline WrestleMania on name alone. The kind of matches that draw not just hardcore fans, but lapsed viewers and media attention. Can WWE really afford not to capitalize? WrestleMania isn't about deserving, it's about drawing. One point that complicates the debate is this. WrestleMania main events aren't always about merit. Did The Rock deserve to headline over Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40? That was a massive controversy, and WWE eventually course-corrected. But it proved something. The main event is about business, not just booking. If CM Punk generates the most buzz and ticket sales, then doesn't he make sense for the main event? Booker T disagrees. You reward the guys who've been grinding. Cody, Seth, even guys like Sami Zayn and Gunther, they've earned it. Punk's got star power, sure, but that doesn't mean he headlines WrestleMania. That's the cherry on top, not the welcome back gift. Fan reaction, divided as ever. Naturally, the wrestling community is split. On Twitter, Reddit, and wrestling forums, the debate rages. Pro-Punk fans argue that he's a living legend, and his story arc deserves a WrestleMania payoff. Opponents echo Booker's sentiments, saying Punk hasn't done the work since returning. Some are cautiously optimistic, hoping Punk will earn his shot through a compelling story. And that may be the best outcome. Let Punk earn it. Build the feud, cut the promos, win the big matches, show you still have it, not just on the mic, but in the ring. Triple H's dilemma. Triple H, now the chief creative force behind WWE, has a tough call. He's shown a willingness to listen to fans, see WrestleMania 40 changes, but he's also balancing long-term stories. He brought Punk back. He wants to make money, but he also has a locker room to protect. Giving Punk the headline slot may be a PR and business win, but it could also alienate the roster. Or worse, reignite Punk's past drama if things go south. This is why the opinions of veterans like Booker T matter. They've seen what happens when egos clash on the biggest stages. And Booker, a man who fought for years to get to the main event, doesn't take kindly to shortcuts. Conclusion: the verdict? Should CM Punk headline WrestleMania 41? From a business standpoint, maybe. From a creative standpoint, possibly. From a locker room equity standpoint, questionable. From Booker T's standpoint, absolutely not. Ultimately, the answer may lie not in opinions, but in the journey. If Punk can return, stay healthy, avoid controversy, and tell a compelling story through to WrestleMania 41, he might just earn that main event. But as of today, the legendary Booker T has made his stance clear. Respect the grind. Don't skip the line. And maybe, just maybe, the best in the world has one more mountain to climb before he sits at the peak. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.